Greetings from parts unknown. My name is Sonny Sofrito, and today I am joined by
Kevin Wood.
And I'm also joined today by
this is Teddy, Sonny. Will you two gentlemen indulge me for 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure,
Absolutely.
Sonny, you asked me to do this podcast sometime in December, and immediately I jumped on it. And I just want to say how much this podcast has really helped me in my personal life. What a lot of people will not know is I have been going through some very personal drama, some legal battles with someone whom was not very nice to me. And thankfully, I had this podcast to use as a distraction every Wednesday. So I just want to take this time, for those of you who listen to this, thank you for listening to this. For those of you who have come to do this podcast with us, that goes for you, Tara, Sensational One. That goes for you, Kervin. That goes for you, Kevin, as you are here for the first time. And of course, Roger too as well. And most importantly, you, Sonny, for basically letting me come here and asking me, you know what, Teddy, could you come here and do that thing you do? And you allow me to play this crazy character of the Yep GM, and I can't tell you how much it has helped me get over my personal drama, which thankfully this morning has come to an end. So I just want to say thank you all immensely for listening, and I hope you all have as much fun with this little brand of make-believe that we make you every Wednesday. Well, every Friday, I'm sorry. You all are hearing this on Friday. I hope you all are having so much fun with this, because I have had so much fun making it, and here's to doing it some more. Now, gentlemen, shall we talk about wrestling?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
First, let me call the general manager. Hold on. Sonny, darling, it is so good to be back.
Oh, shut up.
What did you say your last name was again, sir?
Wood.
One more time?
Kevin Wood.
Wood. Always been a fan of Wood, Sonny.
Jesus
Shall we
Christ.
go into Raw?
All right, let's start off with Raw. By the way, thank you for that. I'm glad that you got him back down with us. Moving on, let's start off with Raw. So we got Stephanie throwing people through tables now.
Oh, dear. Somewhere, Devon Dudley is rolling in his grave.
Well, I think it would be Big Dick Dudley.
Oh,
he's actually in a grave.
Sonny, I like him already.
Jesus Christ.
Do come back, Kevin. Do come back, Kevin. Do come back.
Dude, we just started.
I know, but it wasn't me this time.
Oh, God, I feel like
that
I'm going to be
was the
saying the
worst.
disclaimer a couple of times
I
today.
think that's the only Dudley that's in a grave so far, though.
Well,
so it's okay. But anyway, go on.
Was I the only one who thought that was the worst table shot I've ever seen? Was it cardboard under there? It looked like cardboard under there.
They've made an interesting choice to make Stephanie out to be this almost like badass, but it's also like you have a corporate CEO going against Ronda Rousey, which even with like the UFC losses and everything, it's still like Ronda Rousey. It's like if you guys saw the show Atlanta a couple of weeks ago, they had a scene where a guy tried to race Michael Vick, he loses, and immediately he's talking to his girlfriend after, and she's like, it's freaking Michael Vick, and it's the same. And now if Sunday this all gets paid off by Ronda absolutely like eating Stephanie alive,
Oh, dear.
then
Hey, I may be into that
Yeah,
one.
I'm listening. Continue, please.
So am I.
figuratively.
Too late. You already said it. Too late. Can't take it back. No backsies.
If it's paid off with Stephanie is doing the classic McMahon thing where she's biting off more than she can chew, which I think is been a problem for her character because
And
Vince-
Triple H.
Yeah, but I think especially
Shout out to
for
China.
her.
Well, listen, here's the thing. I cannot believe for a moment Ronda should have any problem with the $1 billion princess. None of that is believable.
Okay, so wait, real quick. Let me play the public defender for them. Stephanie her arms did look freaking brolic when she came out, though. Yo, like, dude, honestly, when I was watching, I was like, wait a minute. When the hell did she get these guns from?
It's from lifting Triple H's balls. They hang to the ground. They are pretty much on the ground as we speak.
So you're making it seem like he's the dog from Van Wilder?
Yeah. It's worse. He's worse. He's like 100. Yeah. I can't get behind this. I cannot. But I did read somewhere that she's hoping this will turn into the new McMahon versus Austin. Like she's hoping that Ronda Rousey will be the next Steve Austin and she will be
Yeah, that shit ain't happening.
I can't deal with this.
How many times have we done this? How many times have we gone down this road of we're going to try X versus X is the new McMahon versus... The only time that I really think it was successful was Daniel Bryan and the Authority.
Yeah, that was good.
Because it was derivative, but it wasn't necessarily like a carbon copy of it.
But that was because they played off of a lot of the stuff that was going on behind the scenes with CM Punk. That stuff really, that's what made it a good angle. Because they had other things to play with, and there was a lot of other intangibles that added to it. But with this, I mean, her arms being huge as hell, or huge as fuck. Because dude, honestly, I looked at her and I was like, where the fuck she get these arms from?
I hear she does midnight workouts, like 2 a.m. workouts on her Instagram page, but...
Well, she was hiding them shits for a minute, because it was like, where the hell did these guns come from?
I don't know. I'm interested in what Ronda Rousey's going to be capable of come Sunday, but we're not expecting a Terry Funk versus Ric Flair type match.
No, not at all.
It's going to be very quick. Somehow Triple H is going to pin Kurt Angle. Yeah, in and out. In and out.
I mean, that's been the other thing about it, too, is the fact that you have Triple H and Kurt Angle who have all this history. And I don't think that having them step into the background to focus more on Ronda is necessarily the worst idea in the world, but it feels like they are literally just like a blank template, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like they're wrestler A and wrestler B.
Well, let's be honest, we're all watching that match to see how good or bad Ronda's going to be.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, we've seen how bad Stephanie is, so we know how that's going to turn out.
But the little bit that we've seen of Ronda hasn't been that great either, because the thing is, when she was put through the table, and I say that laughingly,
air quote table.
Yeah, the exactly, the pre-broken table. So when she did that, the funny thing about it was she was looking like she was confused, hurt, and angry. It's like, yo, you got to pick one thing. You can't be angry and hurt. You have to be hurt or angry. There's little nuances that need to be that she's got to work on, and we're gonna see on Sunday.
She kind of.
No, you go first.
She kind of looks like when your girlfriend's asleep, so you rip the blanket off when you're on your way to work because you're mad because she gets to sleep in bed. That's what she got. Like that whole what I'm cold. That look. That's what the look Ronda Rousey had.
Speaking of things that Ronda Rousey looks like, I need to say this because I was at a screening of 10 Things I Hate About You. Shout out to Syndicate Theater in Brooklyn. I was at a screening of 10 Things I Hate About You, and am I the only one who thinks that Ronda Rousey and Julia Stiles look exactly alike?
Yes.
Well, I would say Ronda Rousey's a prettier Julia Stiles.
I would agree.
That's not saying much, Sonny, I guess.
Yeah, well, because you know what? Okay, so I was watching, as a matter of fact, I was watching a movie last night called 1155, and it was with this up-and-coming Latino actor that it took place, I couldn't tell where, but it was like in the hood. It looked like it could have been Brooklyn or Jersey. And the whole thing is, Julia Stiles was in it. And it was like some real random shit that she played like some dude's pregnant wife. John Leguizamo was in it. I thought it was a really good movie. The actor that was the lead actually wrote it. But it was... Anyway, I digress. It was pretty decent, but I saw her, and it's funny that you bring her up because I just saw her last night. And I was like, damn, what happened to her career?
I know.
Yeah, where is she? Didn't she do a film with some black boy? Jump off the curb? What is that?
Save the Last Dance. It was great.
Jump off the curb. I don't even know what movie that was.
It was the curb stomp to her career.
Okay, but here's the other thing. Going back to the thing with Ronda is that the problem I think for her is that WWE wants everything, wants the finished product, and almost doesn't want to put in the work. And I feel bad for her because it's almost like she needs to be a finished product, but she needs to be like a finished product, but she's a rookie too, you know? Like she's never wrestled a match. I'm sure she's wrestled matches in front of 30 people at the performance center.
Yeah, exactly.
But like that is not WrestleMania, and I'm sure that they can find ways to make it work. But you also have a situation where she needs time to learn and develop and grow, but they also they're essentially needing her to also be a finished product. And at some point, like, you're going to run into limitations because she's still figuring out who she is.
Ultimately, ideally, she should go through NXT for at least 2 years and then be more. But she's a name. We need a draw for WrestleMania, exactly. And here she is.
You know what I just thought of as a really funny comparison with all this shit? It's almost like CM Punk going to UFC.
Yes. In reverse.
It is. Well, you know what I was thinking.
And they're friends, which is another ironic thing.
The thing it weirdly reminds me of is Michael Jordan going to the White Sox, or to the White Sox farm league, Where if you saw the 30 for 30, it's different because WWE is like on a major level, but it's also like Michael Jordan couldn't just develop and be like a minor league baseball player because he still needed to be Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I mean,
like
but if we're gonna talk about Michael Jordan real quick on that, and this is gonna be real brief, towards the end, he started getting hits, and he started getting better. And the only reason why he didn't continue with baseball, in my opinion, is the baseball strike. And then,
That's right.
so the timing of all of that with Michael Jordan was outside circumstances that led to him going into back into the NBA.
And I think given time, given a year, Ronda, I think if we're sitting here next year and we're talking about WrestleMania 35, we're going to be like, look at the growth that she's made. But what also scares me is that they're going to basically be like, oh, she needs to be a finished product and not let her grow.
Okay, so I'm going to say this right now, and it is a couple of days before WrestleMania. I see her in-ring getting better. I do not think she has it to be a character, and I'll be shocked, and I will eat my words. Matter of fact, think of something that I don't like. Well, I like...
What, like a bowl of kale, a bowl of...
I like kale.
What about... Oh, I hate kale.
You know what? I'll go to a sushi restaurant and eat sea urchin.
There we go.
Yeah, that's it. I've never had it, but it looks nasty as hell.
But enough about Ruby Riott. So, okay. Well, good luck. See, I told you I wasn't going to do this anymore, Sonny, and you keep baiting me into it. Good luck to Ronda Rousey this Sunday, because you're going to need it, girlfriend. Shall we move on, gentlemen?
Yes.
All right.
Let's run down the card from Raw. There was some moments that were really great, but there were some moments that weren't. So, I mean, Seth Rollins versus defeating Finn Balor.
Stop right there, Sonny. I've got a bone to pick. Did you hear what I said, Kevin? Bone. Good. I like him, Sonny. Bring him back.
Jesus.
All right. So I guess it's time for me to piss off some LGBTQ people. So apparently, Finn Balor has been named ambassador to the gay community, and I'm a little pissed off by that.
Really?
Yes, apparently his T-shirt now has the gay pride logo.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I did see that. And I was like, oh, wow, okay.
20% of every T-shirt is now going to, LGBTQ, XYZ, ABC.
And sometimes why?
And sometimes why. What the holy fuck? No, I don't know. No, why are we doing this? Why?
Oh, damn.
No.
I'm like shocked that you're saying something like this.
I don't watch WWE to be political when it comes to gay rights, especially if you're going to make a straight man do it. When we had a gay wrestler who you did what to? Gave him a Bob Backlund gimmick before you future endeavored him. But now you will put it on a straight boy because you know he has the face to sell T-shirts and make him a gay pride ambassador. And I am almost sure Finn Balor did not come up with this idea. So they're just exploiting it.
So are we sure that he is not gay?
We're sure.
Okay.
They're just exploiting him because he's a face and he has a European connection. And I think it's absolutely terrible what they're doing. I think it's a terrible idea. When we've had other gay wrestlers that weren't allowed to say it, so now he's like, oh, no, get the cute one to be the gay pride symbol. Yeah, that'll work. Like, what?
Let me break it down. I understand the outrage because, I mean, it would be as if you have John Cena represent the NAACP.
Yes, exactly.
when he was doing Thuganomics.
Yes.
I get that. The thing is that they're also looking at it on the numbers. So thinking about like this, possibly, because I have not done any research on this, but if they've done the research and it looks like fans that happen to be gay, straight, I mean, LB, I can't even pronounce this shit right now, but
homos, Sonny, say it. You know you want to. Homos. Goddamn homophobe.
LGBTQ, and sometimes Y. If the fan base that are gay are constantly supporting Finn Balor, it makes sense for them to utilize Finn Balor and make a charitable situation out of it while making money. So it's like
exploitation.
Well, it is. I'm not saying that it's not exploitation, but like think about it like this: if you would have seen a rainbow flag on whatever the gimmick they gave to Darren Young, were you gonna buy that shit?
Well, it would have made sense.
It would have made sense, but would
perhaps I would have.
Perhaps you would have.
Yes.
How many people would have though? Seriously.
True.
So it's like I get your point about feeling feeling like it's such an expectation and it's like a pandering that's insulting. But at the end of the day, if they're able to do some good out of it, can you really be mad at it?
Yes.
The thing that it reminds me of, I have two thoughts on this. The first one is it reminds me of where we'll have these movies like The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise,
Yes.
a white male, you know, or
The Mexican starring Brad Pitt.
And Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking offensive.
I want to make a movie too called The Last Negro, and I want Tom Hanks to be in it.
And I'll co-star. The other thing it reminds me of, without getting too political, about a year and a half ago, Aubrey Sitterson, who used to have a great podcast, which I guess he stopped doing, had a podcast about how he was no longer going to cover WWE, and one of the things he brought up was that it was sort of this neoliberal thing where they want to seem like they're there and they're standing for all these things, but they don't really stand for anything. I'm getting myself in trouble in this one. But they're also not.
Don't worry about it. Nobody
for,
listens to this.
Oh God! They're also standing. They're not necessarily standing for anything, and it's like that's great that like you're selling this Finn Balor merchandise and you're making this like small but like noteworthy donation. But it's all like it's Finn Balor isn't gay, and it's sort of doing something for the sake of doing something, not without any like inherent actual like meaning or value behind it.
When I saw the picture on Instagram, first of all, I had to wipe my eyes. I was like, whoa, wait, is something off with my phone? Like, wait. And then it was like gay pride. And poor thing is he's standing there doing the Finn Balor, you know, his famous smile. And it's like, wow.
The funny thing is that I remember seeing it, and I didn't even think anything of it because I live in an area where there is a lot of gay bars.
Yes.
It went from being super hood to super gay.
I'm born and raised in San Francisco. So,
Oh, dear.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But
Peter Pan on ice skates, gay.
listen, all bullshitting aside, now that I'm processing it myself, I would have been offended if they would have been having a Support Puerto Rico shirt with like Santino on that shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I totally get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally understand the outrage. It's just when you're doing some charity, I don't know. It's kind of funny. So it's like I get it now that I process it. So it's like I understand your outrage, but it's still doing some good, man. It's like
They are. They're a
sucks.
money-making machine, so they're going to do what they're going to do. But I just think it's a bit exploitative.
No, it is. It definitely is.
Speaking of gay exploitative, Goldust took on Matt Hardy. For those of you children who don't know anything, because you're only 6 years old, back in the day, Goldust had the extremest of extreme gay exploitation gimmicks.
Yeah, that's very true.
YouTube that if you're not. It's some good shit. Shout out to Ahmed Johnson.
God.
So yeah.
Or Jerry Lawler.
Yeah,
I mean,
Rowdy Piper too. Goldust had some damn good matches back in the day.
Oh yeah. That backlot match with
Yes.
Roddy Piper was amazing.
and was an amazing character.
Absolutely.
And I honestly think like I binged Raw from like 95 to like 99.
Ooh, good
and
stuff.
It's a lot of fun, especially in late 96 when
And you did that like last month, right?
I've been doing it over the course of like the last year or two. But exactly. I did it last week, all of last week. I don't
Do you
have
guys
a
remember
job.
when Raw was an hour? Remember the good old days when it was an hour and the shit came to a conclusion?
But-
Y'all
but-
remember that?
I was busy clubbing at the time.
Oh,
It's
God.
an int-
I was honestly that was when Raw was an hour. I don't even
Was
remember
that your
shit.
heyday? Was that your heyday out there?
Well, no, it's one of my heydays, but I was just blackout drunk at a club. Like, hey, mommy, how you doing?
Oh my God! What's
But
your
like
pickup line?
the other thing with the Goldust character too is it's one of the most amazing characters that WWE's ever had, but also weirdly held him back too, because it feels like because of like what he was, they didn't want to push him one way. There's a point in like
You saying that he had a ceiling?
96. I don't think that the character I think that they imposed a ceiling on him.
No, that's why. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's like you have where Undertaker sort of like was this unusual character that they found a way to push. It feels like Goldust for as great as he could have been, you know, a main eventer, could have been a champion, had the story, you know, had this whole backstory with like Dusty and all that too.
Well, that if you really look at it, that's the eroticism of the gimmick. they weren't going to put that shit wasn't going to go that far.
Yeah.
Same thing. Val Venus was never going to go that far.
Hello, ladies.
Well, I think that the other problem that I remember too
Like
is
Val
that-
Venus, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Val Venus would have had a better chance becoming a world champion as when he was a part of Right to Censor
Yes.
than as, hello ladies.
Big Val.
Well, he had the initial gimmick, and then what he never had, what someone like David Shoemaker talks about all the time, is that you need to have that opening first act, and then you need to know how to pivot. The one who was able to do that well was Mankind, and I actually think that
Shout out to the Foleys.
if Mick Foley had not existed, I think Goldust would have been even bigger, because I think that they wound up sort of existing within the same world of each other, and Foley sort of eventually wound up kind of overshadowing him in a way.
Well, that's a pretty good point, but you brought up an even better point with the Undertaker gimmick. So John Cena's still out there begging the Undertaker to get off of Michelle McCool and come back to WrestleMania. I have never seen a man more desperate. Well, I have, but it was me. I was actually looking in a mirror. So yeah, what do you guys think? Is the Undertaker going to show up?
Yeah, honestly, he's definitely showing up. But the thing is that, I'm just a little annoyed that they're building up for WrestleMania next year. Because basically what the hell is going to happen? They're going to find time for this match too? I mean, shit, there's like so many fucking matches on WrestleMania
There's
card.
94 matches at WrestleMania. So
No.
173.
Oh, they added more?
No, yeah, they added more. It's 173 matches,
Oh, jeez.
not including the 5 on the pre-show.
Oh, damn.
WrestleMania 4 called, and it said this WrestleMania was too long.
Yeah, it's like, oh my word. Oh, dear. I heard The Miz and Maurice's baby is actually fighting on WrestleMania. Is that true? Because I'm worried. This show's too long now.
Well, by the time it ends, by the time
She'll
her
be
match
ready.
comes,
She's going to go through NXT and everything, but she'll be ready by the end of the show.
Exactly.
It's too long, gentlemen. I don't know. But
Yo, by the way, real quick, I know we're going to touch on WrestleMania in a minute, but shout out to all the haters that were talking a lot of shit about, the women's battle royal is going to be on the pre-show. Yo, dude, the men's battle royal is going to be on the pre-show. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, Lord, everybody's on the pre-show.
Yeah, anyway.
Except for Renee Young's talent. Okay. Elias was looking out like Stevie Nicks out there. He had a shawl, he had a guitar, he had his hair up in a bun. It was like your aunt from Louisiana came to visit. What was happening to Elias out there?
And you know what? If it's an aunt from Louisiana, they have the beard too.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys read this? I read this on my way.
Shout out to Louisiana.
Yes.
Nola.
Shout out to beignets and stuff.
Crawfish.
No, but did you guys read this where I guess like they had a plan that they were going to do this segment with, it was going to be Elias and The Rock and Jeff effing Jarrett. Can I say the F word?
Dude, you could curse, bro. Don't worry
Jeff
about it. Go ahead.
Fucking I'm taking Conrad Thompson's Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake. Jeff fucking Jarrett, the most of that guy in the history of wrestling, was gonna have a segment on WrestleMania.
Where did you hear this?
Yeah, it was the fake news dirt sheets.
Jew.
That's what they are.
You've been
The
talking to
fake
Pookie again,
news
haven't you?
Dirt sheet.
Pookie from the hood again, haven't you? Don't listen to a word that man says.
That should be calling me. Listen, personally, I like Elias. I think the dude is going to be hilarious, and I'm hoping that he does have something, say, with The Rock or with Jeff Jarrett or with whoever, but not just doing the Battle Royal, because I think it's going to be a waste, because I think the dude is so over that you can't just waste him with the Battle Royal.
Yeah, if you're in the Battle Royal, you're kind of just another guy in the Battle Royal, no matter how over you are, And I think that his character, especially because his character to me is like such that like I don't even need to see him wrestle. I'm so entertained by him.
Oh, you
I'm so
really?
captivated by him. Yeah, I am. What?
Speaking of entertaining, yo, I got to tell you, there was a superstar that came on that I was very entertained by, but I feel like I'm not going to see him again. That's Braun Strowman.
Oh, God.
Oh, goodness. Can I say the thing that I texted you a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So I said that Braun Strowman over the last year in WWE is what Steph Curry was in 2015, 2016 in the NBA. Because it's like, I remember that year, it was like, granted, I'm a diehard Bleeding Heart Warriors fan, Go Warriors. Shout out to the Golden State
And
Warriors.
and real quick, he's not a bandwagon jumper. He really is from San Francisco.
Yes. Antoine Jameson, that's my dude. But like I remember that year, it was like people, you would go on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and people would be posting like, look at this crazy shit that Steph Curry did, right? And it's like that with Bron. There are so many weeks that I will hear about something Bron did, and I'm just like, oh my God, they killed him, right? Because I have this horrible memory. I loved Roman Reigns and the Shield, and I feel like they mishandled him, right? And that's another discussion. We don't need to have that. That's a rabbit hole of a discussion.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Don't use the word mishandle and Roman in the same sentence, please.
Ignored the word miss. I just heard you say Roman and handled.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. No, but here's the thing with Braun is that, like, he is turning chicken shit into chicken salad. He's doing the thing that I feel like guys like, Braun Strowman gets compared to guys like The Big Show or Stone Cold. In a way, he almost reminds me of like an Eddie Guerrero, where he's like, can take something. Eddie Guerrero took the most ridiculous storyline, the Dominic Mysterio, whatever storyline, the one with him and Ray.
I'm your papa.
Oh, yeah.
The most ridiculous story.
And made it compelling, yeah.
Made it super compelling. It was one of the the highlight standout moments of that when you think of Eddie Guerrero. Made that feud and made so many things that like would otherwise just get lost, the whole like Los Guerreros thing, and that was Chavo too, but like they took something that would have been like ridiculous and offensive and all that and made it gold. And whenever I see Braun Strowman, when he's doing things, he's playing the bass on the stage, he's throwing a piano on Elias, he's coming out as Brains Strowman. Like, it's ridiculous. Not to mention, the classic moments, him throwing over an ambulance, whatever. He's taking these moments that should be ridiculous and turning them into classic moments.
Well, he's getting it over. He's getting the gimmick over. It's not coming off as super corny, and I think he has an understanding of, and this is going to be the word of the day, and it's probably going to be the word of the week because I'm going to be saying this shit over and over. Nuance. Yeah. Nuance is a thing that you need to understand when you have a character. We're going to move on to Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Okay. And, yeah, exactly. Chill. So
I'll wait, Sonny. You're going to do it eventually, and I'm going to jump all over it. I'll wait. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. All right. So Roman Reigns, and I had this discussion in the Yep I Like Wrestling group yesterday, where people were saying, hey, you know what? I'm really tired of him with the Superman punch gimmick. I mean, it's corny as hell.
What part of that Superman punch were people hating again?
So when he prepares...
Am I being ignored, Kevin?
Yeah, you're being ignored. So when he prepares for that move...
But how does he prepare for it, Sonny?
Fucking shit.
Kevin, how does he prepare for the Superman punch?
He imagines himself on a certain website watching
Is it
best-selling author Asa Akira, and did I?
All right.
I'm getting this podcast
Listen, you know what?
canceled.
There's no fucking way I gotta. There's no
way around it. Stop fighting it. It's your destiny.
But go on
Say
with
it.
what you're
Jesus,
saying
you're like
about
the
Roman.
you're like the fucking emperor from Star Wars. God damn. All right. You know what? For all intents and purposes, I'm gonna have to use this word. So I apologize to everybody. When Roman cocks the fucking guy, when he cocks his arm for the Superman punch. Again, when he does that move for the Superman punch, he does it way too many times.
No, impossible.
Listen, stop. My example is this. He gave 3 Superman punches to Braun Strowman, I believe, in one of their matches. And on the first one, he didn't cock his arm. He just gave him the Superman punch. On the second one, he cocked his arm. And then on the third one, he cocked his arm. The problem is that it should have been no, and then yes on that, so that it's a nuance within the character. You don't want to go too crazy. It's like tuning up the band, because that's what people were saying. It's like, well, you guys give him shit about cocking his Superman punch before he does it, but you won't say shit about Shawn Michaels tuning up the band before the super kick. Problem is that Shawn Michaels was always. I have to speak of him in the past tense since he's not wrestling anymore.
He's dead, Sonny. He's dead.
Well, his hair is dead now because since we're talking about breaking story he shaved off. He cut off his hair finally. But anyway,
let's pour one out for Shawn Michaels' hair.
Yeah,
he lost a smile and now he lost.
Yeah, let's pull out a bottle. Let's pour out a bottle of Nair. The
Rogaine.
Rogaine, nah, that shit didn't work. So, but the whole thing is that Shawn Michaels uses it way more sparingly. So, like, he doesn't tune up the band every single time he does the super kick. The super kick. He does it when is almost as the coup de grace, like the final blow. You know, so that's when he does it.
Well, that and also I think that he is so over within like the other things. Like I kept thinking of like I don't mean to sort of shit on Roman and put Braun on a pedestal here, but I think that like if Braun did it, like or had something that was like the equivalent of it, I think we'd all buy it. I think we'd all be like, yeah, because it's true to his character.
But it's Roman, again nuance.
Exactly.
If you do certain things like in that match that I just broke down. Had he not cocked his Superman punch the first time, I mean, which he didn't do it the first time. Had he not done it the second time and then did it on the third one, the crowd would have gotten over at that particular moment and been happy that he won because it would have been the delivery of it would have flowed better. But
I suppose.
But the thing is that he didn't do it that way, and then it made people go, "Oh!" Because I remember I was one of them. I rolled my eyes when he did it the second time. I'm like, "Oh fuck, really?" Because it was cheesy. It was corny.
I totally get what you're saying, but you do realize people are going to hate anything that Roman Reigns does. He could never cock his arm again, and they would still hate. No. His arm could fall off. And they would still go, oh, he does that all the time. Like, it doesn't matter. They're going to hate Roman forever.
But the thing is that it's a way to get him over again.
It's not going to help.
If you give him a succession of
cocks?
No. Oh. Of moments that get him over. You fucking guy. I swear to God. And then you're going to give him a pound too, right? Fucking asshole.
It's Cox pound, you know. Listen, I don't care what he does. As long as he takes the belt off Brock, because I'm over it.
Yeah,
a champion who shows up once a week, it's almost as bad as someone who shows up once a year. Shout out to Taker. I want my champion every week. Shout out to AJ Styles. I want to see that belt every week on. So it's time for Brock to fade off into the sunset. Roman, just do it. Do it. Just do it, please.
Hashtag Nike.
But also too, like I think that for one, we need to give credit where credit's due, and I think that in the build to this match, Roman Reigns has done the best work of his career.
Fabulous.
And I wish that his character was presented a little more like this, and it's unfortunate because I think that people see his win as like an inevitability. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the handful of things that hurt him. And I'm a Roman Reigns fan. I like Roman Reigns.
I think he's a really great wrestler.
I think if you
I think he's a really.
Did it hurt you to say that, Sonny?
I think he's a great wrestler.
I think he's a great wrestler. I think his character needs touches.
Yes,
touches that if you
agree,
do all
Sonny.
the right touches.
I agree. His character needs to be touched. I agree. Continue. I agree. I'm agreeing with it. This is the first time I agree. What episode is this? 96, and I agree with this man, and now he gives me the stink eye over here. This is what I get for agreeing with him.
No, but I think, too, that we don't need Brock Lesnar anymore. We don't, especially because we have these matches. We have these matches, and, like, his AJ match was great. And the Samoa Joe match was pretty fun. And the rest of them are either these 10-minute things where it feels like he is doing the same thing that happened in that Dean Ambrose match a few years ago, where he is putting in sort of as much effort as he needs to get by.
Well, I mean, the whole reason why is because you build him as a monster. So by building him as a monster, you limited his in-ring ability because now he just has to act like a monster.
Yeah.
And that's where it's a pro as well as and it's a con. But let's continue moving forward. Let's talk about Smackdown Live, which is not going to take us that long. Because there was...
It never does.
Yeah, it never does, yeah. And we're always shitting on SmackDown because there's the stuff that's positive, we kind of get through fairly quickly, and then the rest of it is just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, Shane coming back, getting into the ring with Daniel Bryan, them doing the hesitant hug. Honestly, I'm expecting a turn from one of them at some point. Do you guys see a turn coming?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's going to save this match from pure boredom.
Well, no, actually, I think the in-ring is going to be pretty good.
It's going to be one-sided.
I don't know about that.
I really do. And I'm right, because I'm the general manager, so I win.
By the way, real quick, if you haven't checked out Teddy online, he has a new screen name. It's at the Yet GM.
Yep. See what I did there, Sonny? I just plugged. Just
Yeah.
like that. All right.
And just, if you want to reach out to him, just make sure you just hashtag self-proclaimed.
Oh, God, Sonny.
Just make sure you do that.
Anywho, continuing, my girl, Charlotte, who is the only thing I'm looking forward to at WrestleMania. I need to see how this Asuka thing pans out. I am trying not to get invested, but I really am getting invested. Part of me wants her to win and break the streak. Part of me wants to see how this goes. I mean, that's what I'm looking for.
All right, real quick. If you have not seen Yep on the Street, you got to go and you got to watch Yep on the Street. It is on our YouTube channel. The reason why I bring this up right now is because when Asuka was talking in the ring, it reminded me of when you were interviewing that person to do their Asuka impersonation, and he went, and you were like, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's
it was
it.
dead on.
Yo, dude,
It was like hearing Maya Angelou. It was dead on.
oh my God, it was fucking horrible.
It's frustrating, and I feel like they do.
I've never loved and hated a wrestler so much at the same exact time.
Oh, Asuka.
It's
Wait,
frustrating.
Hashtag Asuka.
Asuka, yes.
Asuka. You have the situation where it's like they're doing something where they are looking at Nakamura and Asuka as like these people need to fit into the WWE mold of like what a superstar is supposed to be, but like they're not that. And you have, and especially with like Asuka shouldn't even speak English. Like she should say a couple words at a time, and it's like that is.
Yeah, but dude, that's exactly what she's doing. It's just not well.
Listen, she has all the in-ring, as does Nakamura. Their in-ring is incredible.
Yeah,
they
that's
just need
just-
to be kept off the mic. I don't want them to be kept off of television,
No,
unlike Mojo Rawley. But, yeah, they just need to be kept off the mic.
Speaking of Mojo Rawley,
I
yo,
forgot he was still there.
yo, dude, they did an 8-man tag team match, and it was like the 8-man tag team match of the random players.
Yes!
Yo, dude, it was, yo, dude, you know what? I was both prideful and insulted that we had Primo in the ring.
What the hell?
That was like,
I forgot he was still on the roster.
I was like, I got happy. I was like, yeah, we got a Boricua in there, but I'm like, damn, in this fucking match.
Have you ever been washing clothes, and then you pull everything out and you go upstairs, and you forgot that one sock? That's what that match felt like. Like you found the sock that you had lost days ago.
Yeah.
Primo Colon and Mojo Rawley I haven't seen in I don't know how many years.
And
Here they were.
knock knock,
Who's there?
Zack Ryder.
Oh dear. Zack Ryder who?
Exactly.
It was just
By the way, that is a trademarked joke by the Yep GM.
that is me.
Hashtag self-proclaimed.
That match was hard to watch because it was just hard to watch.
It was so hard to watch that I don't think we should talk about it anymore.
No, we're not. Rusev defeating Jinder Mahal, and then it was a pretty good out of nowhere, by Randy Orton, which leads to me wanting to throw it to you, Kevin, because Kevin has worked WWE events on the production team in the past, and the thing that struck me as really interesting was how they did the camera filming of that particular segment, and they just totally hit him that if you're watching on TV, the dude just literally came out of nowhere.
Well, yeah, I mean that's a situation
So wait,
where
first of all, you worked at WWE before?
I worked for WWE for a short period of time back in 2015.
Have the Authors of Pain asked about me? Because they don't return my tweets.
No, I was there before the Authors of Pain.
He's
were
useless to me,
around.
Sonny. What is he doing sitting here? I thought this was Meanwhile, Enzo won't stop texting. Continue. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, well,
Well,
is he
reply back. No means no.
is he texting? Is he
Sometimes.
texting asking for a job?
Yeah, well, it's a job, all right, but I'm not allowed to say that
Oh
word.
God.
But speaking of blowing, you go.
Yeah, no, but This is quite the transition. Yes. I worked for WWE for a short period of time. I have worked behind the camera for them many times. That is something like an Orton. I know now it might be different because they've done so much of it that they know sort of how to block. To use a production term, a Randy Orton out of nowhere segment. Keep in mind when they do Raw or SmackDown, they do a whole rehearsal hours and hours before the show starts. And the wrestlers will block out their matches as
they
much as possible.
That?
Yeah, I know.
And Bailey still looks that bad. I'm sorry, continue.
God damn! His thoughts, not mine. Bailey.
His name is Teddy. You can find him at the Yep GM.
That's right. It's
and
official, like a referee with a whistle.
Make sure you hashtag self-proclaimed when you message him.
The thing you need to know when you have a situation like Randy Orton doing the RKO out of nowhere and a lot of these other production things is that they're doing a lot of this stuff for the video package. And that is what is important in WWE. The production team in WWE is tip-top, first class. And a lot of what you see on television that you're saying, why did they do this? Why did they do that? It's because in Stamford, Connecticut, they're going to cut these amazing packages together.
I've always been a fan of a good package.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I love a good package in my face.
Oh, my.
Especially on WrestleMania Sunday.
Oh, my.
So I'm going to leave this recording right now and leave you guys alone.
Does that leave me in charge, Sonny?
Hey, man, whatever floats your boat, bro.
Oi.
Real quick before we move along, let's just touch real quick on AJ Styles and Nita Fez.
You do love saying that, don't you, Sonny?
Nita Fez.
He does love saying Nita Fez.
Yo, dude, if I could get a ringtone that just rings Nita Fez. Nita Fez. Yo, that shit will be my ringtone forever.
Jeez. If somebody online wants to make a mix of knee to face, you will get a very special prize from Mr. GM.
Yeah, I will send you. I will definitely send you a Yep T-shirt if you could do a Nita Face ringtone for me.
Lord have
just
mercy,
email
Jesus.
me. You know, people know how to find me. Just at Sonny Sofrito everywhere. So yeah, that's Nita Face. So anyway, moving on real quick. So you know, what he thought about with the fake forearm leading to the pat on the head, the little reversal of.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I am more than sure that these two are going to put on a good performance because they rarely ever disappoint, besides when they're on their mics and their haircuts. Other than that, these two men have never disappointed me, unlike Randy Orton. But yeah, I have you ever just known, yeah, that match is going to be pretty good? Like,
oh yeah, that match is going to be amazing. And you know, one final thing, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, you know, we'll see what happens.
Sucktacular 2018. That's my prediction right now.
Before we move along, I just want to make sure you guys know we're doing a viewing party for NXT at Legends, and that's going to be pretty good. But what's going to be amazing and epic is our viewing party for WrestleMania 34 at Legends.
No!
Hosted by Rikishi. The Hall of Famer Rikishi is hosting our WrestleMania party, and we're also going to have a big raffle. We're raffling off two, and this is a pair of tag team belts. So you're not walking out of here with one, you're walking out of there with two belts. So you could walk out of there as the tag team champions, like if you're Braun Strowman, or
oh no,
and you could get these hands, or you get Teddy's hands, and
we're also raffling off my hands and my belt in the bathroom. So tell them that, Sonny. You forgot that.
No,
you're always forgetting. I wrote it on your paper, but you're choosing not to read it.
No, I'm definitely not reading that shit.
Tremendous.
I'm definitely not reading that shit. And we're also raffling off a Universal title belt, as well as some more prizes that we're going to announce that night. So when you get there, make sure you get there early, because I got people saying they're going to be there at like 4:30.
What?
Yeah, no, there's people. Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous.
Let me make a note. I will recommend. Last year, I showed up to the WrestleMania viewing about a half an hour before the show, and I was shit out of luck. There was a line out the door. That was a hot demand event.
Oh, well, I can up that. 3 years ago, I, the general manager of Yep, was turned away from the viewing party. I actually had to, be nice to Sonny for him to get me a table upstairs in the corner because I'm black. Yeah, so, you all need to get there on time because if the general manager can't get a table, none of you peons can get a table either. So make sure you get there on time.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really a table. It was a stool where you put your food on. So,
It wasn't even that. It was actually on the floor. You put my food on the floor like a dog, but I'm not complaining, though.
Well, you ate it from the floor, so I mean...
I was fucking hungry. What you want me to do? Jesus.
All right, well, anyway, moving along.
You didn't have to put the water bowl next to it, though, but I'm saying. Anywho.
That was actually
I still drink it. I'm thirsty. I'm not saying I won't drink it. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
Get there on time, people.
Who told you to drink it? Anyway, so yeah, our party is going to be ridiculous. So just make sure you come through. And you know what? Let's finish this off because we're also doing a pre-show on YouTube. So make sure you check out our YouTube page on Sunday at 5 o'clock. We're going to be doing a pre-show on our YouTube page. So if you have any questions, make sure you just hit us up either at YEPILW on Instagram or Twitter, or at Sonny Sofrito on Instagram or Twitter.
So everywhere.
Yes.
Like gonorrhea. Go.
Now let's talk about WrestleMania predictions. So let's go down the card, starting with the pre-show, the long 5-hour pre-show, and then the 10-hour WrestleMania. So,
and then the 2-hour recap with Renee Young's jacket. She won't be in there. It's just going to be her jacket on the chair.
It's just going to be her jacket on the chair.
And actually, it's equally as entertaining. That's the part that got me.
God damn. Hashtag Renee.
You know I'm joking with you, Renee, you co-core. So,
I thought it was meth.
She downgraded. The years have not been kind.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus.
So who are you guys looking forward to? I've already said Charlotte. Who are you all looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Elias, hoping that he does. Yeah, man, I'm an Elias fan, man. I'm hoping that he does something special at WrestleMania. But
like something good?
Like
You said do something special, like something
good? Something special, like something good, like some good segment that definitely makes people get excited about. If I have one match that I'm looking at that I'm really excited about, it's the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, the Usos taking on the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers. I'm a big fan of this match. I think it's going to be amazing.
The Whack-A-Mole Brothers.
Yeah,
Shout out to Lucy.
Lucy! Who's also going to be our Renee Young for our pre-show. So make sure I'm plugging the shit out of that.
I see.
Yes, exactly. So pre-show, Sunday, 5 p.m. Anyway, moving on. That's who I'm looking forward to. Who are you looking forward to, Kevin?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And let me say something, because of the
Are you going to be there, right?
I'm going to be there. I'm going to New Orleans on Saturday.
You are actually going to be at WrestleMania.
I'm going to be on WrestleMania. I'm going to be at WrestleMania on Sunday, and on Saturday, I will not be watching NXT because I will be watching Ring of Honor, watching Kenny Omega against Cody, because the Bullet Club is fine. But
the Bullet Club, yes, honey. See, I don't like that. They're gay now. See how that worked? See, the Bullet Club can't be gay now. Finn Balor is not going to work anymore. The jokes are going to start coming.
but in WWE it's Balor Club.
See, it's
and in Ring of Honor
Club.
It's Bullet Club.
See, it's not. I'm telling you,
it's different.
Mark my words. This is going to be a thing. It's going to become something bad. Mark my words. Yep.
But no,
shout out to Cody's wife, by the way.
Here's
definitely.
Roll Tide.
That's actually one of my future ex-wives.
Wow. Like she's like number 8. Wow.
Yo, she's actually like closer to. Well, you know what? Yeah, she's at number 8 because if it wasn't for the fact that she's married, she would be at like 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's that high up. Actually, shit, she might be at 2. But anyway.
Go ahead, Brent.
No, but here's the thing with all this, because of Daniel Bryan coming back, obviously that's going to suck up so many of the headlines, whether you're a Daniel Bryan fan or not.
No, that's not a thing. That
doesn't
happen.
Here's the other thing that gets lost in all of this is the fact that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are doing the best work of their careers. Like I was talking about with Roman Reigns earlier. They have been carrying SmackDown for months. In this sort of aimless feud, and in the last couple of weeks, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have turned it up to 11 out of 10.
Well, I don't know about Kevin Owens, but definitely Sami Zayn, because I'm definitely feeling him as a heel. Because I wasn't really happy with some of the other shit he was doing, but what he's doing now is amazing. I'm a big fan of the stuff he's doing right now. But you know what? Let's break it down to the predictions before we go. And I'm gonna start off with the 205 live match. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. We're going to start off with our special guest, Kevin Wood. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Mustafa Ali. It feels like it's time for him in the division.
All right, cool. Who you got?
I'm going to the bathroom during that match.
All right, so when you get back, who you think is going to be the one that won?
I hope the match is over, Sonny.
So
I'm actually waiting in the bathroom till I hear the ring bell. So go. Next match.
Okay, so my pick is Cedric Alexander. All right. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Who you got winning? Kevin.
I definitely think it's going to be somebody who's not listed in the match at the moment. I'm going to personally pick Goldberg.
Goldberg?
Goldberg.
Okay.
It's out there. It's a little bit, but...
All right. Goldberg. How about you, Teddy?
I'm going to be in the bathroom during that match, Sonny.
Yo, how long you be in the fucking match?
Don't ask me what I do. Don't ask me what I do.
Oh, my God. All right. Me personally, I think the winner is going to be Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. I think it's going to be a tag team winning it. And then one of them is going to turn on the other.
Let me just say, as a person who's going to be watching Ring of Honor on Saturday, fuck the Revival.
What?
Wow.
I have never heard something
Shots
so
fired.
vaguely sexual in my life.
Hashtag FTR.
Oh, my God.
Teddy just got got excited.
Oh, man.
Right.
Someone just poked me in the leg.
Well, he is facing you. So, moving on. Let's move on to the next match on the pre-show. The Fabulous Moolah.
Don't.
Oh.
No,
The
you can't
not
say
fabulous
that. Yes.
Moolah.
Oh, wait, my bad. Not fabulous or not existent. The first ever WrestleMania's Women Battle Royal.
Fabulous Moolah.
All right, who's winning? Who you got winning?
I got Sasha Banks.
Who you got?
I'm ordering food during that match. I don't know what happened.
So you'll finally be out of the bathroom, so you'll be ordering food at that
ordering
moment.
food.
Can
that
I
entire
just
match.
make a quick note about that match that I read online today? Or actually, it was said on Chris Jericho's podcast. He said that he texted Vince to say, like, oh, you should name it like the Alundra Blaze Battle Royal or something like that. And apparently Vince McMahon texted back and said, K.
Wow. Passive aggression. Party of one, your table is ready.
Yo, that sounds like yo, that's like when somebody texts me, I
hate that K.
I hate when I get because I'm just like, because I know that shit was coming from a sarcastic point of view. Yo, you gonna come meet up with me? Nah, I can't. So, me personally, I think Ember Moon is gonna win.
Oh, okay.
I
do like a good Amber Moon sizing.
Yeah, that's my pick. Let's go on to the main card. So we're gonna knock these out real quick. Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Who you got, Kevin?
I got Nia Jax in about 10 seconds.
Oh shit. What about you?
Alexa Bliss steals it.
Alexa Bliss steals it.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say Nia Jax. Yeah, I'm gonna say Nia Jax because it's gonna lead to my next prediction. Sheamus and Cesaro versus Braun Strowman and his partner to be announced. Who you got, Kevin?
I got Braun Strowman's partner being Samoa Joe, but I think I know what you're about to pick, and I'm very excited about it. Braun Strowman and Samoa Joe are going to win.
Okay. How about you, Teddy?
I'm going to go with Braun Strowman, and his partner will be Chris Benoit, because I'm watching that match.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yo, these are the words of Teddy.
Oh, I almost got through the whole podcast without a disclaimer.
I
was trying.
These
I was
are the
trying
words.
so hard.
These are the words of Teddy. They do not reflect the thoughts or the opinions of Yep, I Like Wrestling in any way. And he is the self-proclaimed GM. Me personally, my pick is Braun Strowman and whoever his partner is. But his partner is going to be the Big Show.
Oh.
Well.
Because there's a Mark Henry connection between them. Because Mark Henry basically brought Braun Strowman in. And Big Show is inducting Mark Henry the night before at the Hall of Fame. Okay. Or 2 nights before, actually, rather. Moving on. United States Champion Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day.
And I'm going to steal one from Mr. GM over here. And this is when I'm going to be going and buying a beer. Because I have no interest in a Randy Orton match in 2018.
Thank you.
So, you're going to go buy a beer during Rusev Day?
Yes.
I'll come back when Rusev wins. That's my pick, by the way.
Oh, so Rusev is your pick? All right, how about you, Teddy?
I'm actually passing Kevin as he's buying his beer, and I'm going back to the bathroom.
Fucking shit. Okay. Well, my pick is Rusev because it's about time he gets a fucking belt. Now that he's so damn over. It's the right time. Moving on, Intercontinental Champion, The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus... shit, I didn't get it.
Miss Balor. See, I don't like where this is going, son. They're already making jokes already.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I just realized something. You got Greasy Queen and another Greasy Queen.
See how it starts?
And you got The Miz.
See?
Intercontinental Championship.
Yep. It's already starting, Sonny. People are making jokes.
So is the belt going to be rainbow instead of white?
It's going to be made out of Lucky fucking Charms. I'm not watching that match, Sonny. I'm not doing it because Vince wants me to watch it, so I'm not going to do it.
So where are you
And I'm calling my lesbian attorney to make sure it gets turned off. I want the whole shit shut down, Sonny. I'm not doing this with you two. I'm actually leaving this podcast because I'm upset now. Goodbye. I'll stay. Hold on.
All right. So Kevin, who you got winning that match?
I got Finn Balor.
Okay.
Miss Balor. I don't like how that works, Sonny. I don't like it anymore. Stop taking me say it.
Who you got winning? Teddy, who you got winning?
I'm giving a hand job in the bathroom. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
These are the words of Teddy.
Oh my god.
They definitely do not reflect the thoughts or the opinions of Yep, I Like Wrestling. Definitely do not reflect us. I'm not putting down your pick as a blow as a hand.
It down,
that
Sonny,
is not your pick.
in pencil.
In
pencil.
Not even. You know what? That shit's getting edited out.
Make a wood joke. But go ahead, Sonny.
All right, my selection is Finn Balor's winning that match.
Miss Balor.
Anyway, moving on. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers, a.k.a. Whack-A-Mole.
Whack-A-Mole brothers.
So, Kevin, who you got?
I'm going to pick the Bludgeon Brothers.
Okay. How about you, Teddy?
I will always be locked in the Uso Penitentiary.
All right. I'm actually going with the New Day. I think New Day are gonna pull this one off. That's my pick. All right, next one. SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair versus Asuka.
Woo! I am finally emerged from the bathroom, and I am going to be watching this match front row center.
So, who you got, Kevin?
I think Asuka is going to make Charlotte tap.
Okay.
I just want them to put on a damn good performance. If I have to choose, it's going to be Miss Flair because I love anything with the name Flair attached to it. But I just want these two to rip the ring apart. I want Charlotte's A-game out there.
All right. So, this is my prediction, and I agree with you, Teddy. They're going to put on a crazy show. It's going to be one of the best matches. It might even possibly steal the show.
I hope so.
But Asuka's not winning, and neither is Charlotte.
Don't say it.
Carmella's going to cash in.
Oh, my God.
Carmella's going to cash in. Asuka and Charlotte's going to be pinned, which leaves Asuka to not be pinned, and she goes back to Raw.
She's going to do a Seth Rollins, basically. Is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Carmella has had that briefcase for so long.
No,
it got moths in it.
But
It got moths in it.
Now, real quick, just understand something. What Kevin just reminded us of. It is a copy and paste of Seth Rollins cashing.
Wow.
So, there
One
you
queen
go.
deserves another. So
One note, I'm gonna piggyback off of that. I think Asuka's going to win this match, and I think Carmella's gonna cash in, and I think Asuka's gonna beat her too.
Okay. All right. We'll see. So, moving on. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Who you got winning?
So I'm gonna predict that Shane is going to turn on Daniel Bryan, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to get the pretty surprising win here.
Okay. How about you, Teddy?
I'm probably ordering mozzarella sticks at this point.
Yo, dude, how many dishes are you going to be eating, and how many times are you going to be going to the bathroom?
You think I wake up with this body, Sonny? You have to put food into it to get it this perfect.
Trust me, I am not trying to know any of that shit.
Oh.
All right, so I think that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to lose, and they're going to show up on Raw the very next day.
Great. I'll poke my eyes out with a fork.
Jesus
Kevin
Christ.
fucking Owens looks like someone's child molesting uncle. I swear to God, every time I look at this man, he makes me sick. Sami Zayn looks like something I forgot to have sex with the other. Just keep going, Sonny. I don't like these two. And Daniel Bryan looks like a dish rag. I can't deal with it.
God
Shane
damn.
McMahon, for God's sakes.
All right. Moving on.
Oh, God.
Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey
Zombie
versus.
ballerina.
Yes, exactly. With pink eye.
Oh,
Versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Who do you got winning, Kevin?
I think that Rousey and Angle are going to win. I think that Rousey's going to make Triple H tap out. That's my hot take.
We can do that now?
Hey, I mean.
I thought it was banned. Men and women couldn't.
If there was ever...
Well, you know what? It'll be a way for them to sell it wasn't a real loss and continue the storyline.
That's true, but I thought that was banned. We couldn't do it. Thanks to Chris Benoit, we're not allowed to do this anymore, children, just so you know that.
Who? Who?
Again, these are the thoughts and opinions of
That was 3
Teddy.
disclaimers in 10 minutes. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel
My
like you're
pick
fucking you're making up for this shit in the fucking final moments and shit.
I choose Kurt Angle's hip breaking during this match. That's who I choose who wins. That's how the match ends. Snap!
All right. All right, my pick is Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey win. And I think
Does
it's gonna
anyone really win this match, Sonny? Let's be honest.
That's why I hesitated when I say they win, because
Air
the
quotes.
rest of us watching it will lose.
They should put win question mark. That's how they should put it on WWE.com the next day.
Okay, so AJ Styles versus Nitaface and Shinsuke. I mean, why is it not Shinsuke?
Because Rogers
It's
says
Shinsuke Nakamura. So, who's winning?
I think that Nakamura is going to win.
Okay, how about you, Teddy?
I don't care, but I know they're going to do a good job. I have nothing bad to say about really either of these two. So
But
I know that-
if you had a prediction, who you pick?
I mean, AJ, I will not lose in that match. No matter who I pick, I know the other guy will have worked for it. So,
Oh yeah, without question.
So yeah.
All right, so basically non-committal.
Yeah, non-committal, but I know the match is going to be a barn burner. Shout out to Jim Ross.
Slobber knocker.
Honestly, I think Nakamura's gonna pull it out. Fucking, I can't believe I fucking
You said
said
it,
that
Sonny.
shit.
And I just looked at it and waited.
Fucking guy.
I told you I'd wait, Sonny.
Whoa.
See what happens?
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
I have the patience of a whore. Keep going.
This has been quite a rookie experience for a podcast.
You're no
here.
longer a virgin.
Oh man, I'm gonna need to take a couple showers after
Speaking
this.
of virgin, Roman Reigns versus Brock.
For the Universal Championship, so
Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake. Shout out
Yeah.
to the podcast last week for all those Tina Turner jokes we made. Don't think I fucking like that shit, Sonny. Don't think I let
Roman
you get away
Reigns
with
is
it.
Angela Bassett. Yo, you know what? Since you know on WrestleMania they always come out with like a different
Entrance?
different, no, not just different entrance,
Don't say
but like
it.
with a different
Don't say it.
attire.
Don't-
Yo, if he comes
please
out
don't.
in a beige pantsuit
Oh, God.
and sunglasses.
Oh, God.
And his
No.
hair done up in a bun,
No.
yo, that shit, yo.
Roman,
honestly,
if you're listening, don't listen to this.
I'll
Don't listen to
I'll
it.
fucking die, yo. I swear to God, yo.
Sonny, I command you to edit out everything you've just said.
Oh Lord.
Yo, he's got to start out with "Keep on rolling."
If he comes out to Proud Mary, I'm literally walking out of the viewing party. He has 3
rolling,
backup dancers.
rolling.
If Alicia Fox,
Rolling.
Dana Brooke, and Mickey James do his backup.
No,
I
actually, you
don't
know what? Better yet, Roman.
Oh my
Roman,
God, how did we not think of that?
Roman on a river.
Damn it. Make that t-shirt, Sonny. I want to wear it.
Roman on a Lesnar. There we go. Roman on a Lesnar.
No, don't listen to them, Roman. You go out there and do your best.
Can I just say that this match, my friend, that I'm going, shout out to Jason, my best friend since 2001. My
Jason.
friend and I have had legitimate discussions about, like, are we going to, like, if this is the main event, like, are we going to stay in the building for this? Because I mean, I don't want to go too far into it, but I'm just,
You want to beat traffic?
yeah, like,
Well, it's going to be 2 o'clock in the morning. Where else do you have
Yo,
to go?
dude, honestly, just stay there because there's one thing that we haven't discussed that we haven't even predicted.
Herpes. Sorry.
Well, if that's what you want to call, if that's what you want to call your Saturday nights in Newark, I don't want to know about it. But we haven't discussed John Cena and The Undertaker.
I was trying not
Wait,
to.
we didn't even predict. Are we just doing like a by the numbers? We're all picking Roman Reigns.
We're all I mean,
I'm blacking it out like the Holocaust. I was hoping we didn't do anything. Do we have to talk about it?
real quick, Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar? Kevin.
Roman.
Teddy.
Roman, of course. What?
Yeah.
You know what? I say Brock because I have a feeling. I feel like WWE is just trolling everybody.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Yeah, if Brock wins, I actually think that would be. I'll laugh my ass off because there's gonna be so many people that I'll just like, hey, they fucking got you. The final thing that we're gonna predict, kind of, sort of, is John Cena and The Undertaker. Something's got to come to a head Sunday at WrestleMania. I'm pretty much guessing that it's gonna be the build-up for WrestleMania 35.
Oh, Vince.
So does John Cena and Undertaker have a standoff, a meeting, a match, or something?
Ooh, it's tough.
Kevin.
The logical wrestling fan in me tells me that they've essentially been building up this match. There's no way that they can not have it, but also this is the only time I can ever remember a WrestleMania where you have a main event for a match that hasn't been announced.
Is it the main event?
No, it's not. No, it's not the main. It's not the main event.
My heart lurched.
No, what it is?
It's a headline match.
What it is that it's being talked about, but it's not being talked about. So the way it's looking like, it's basically they're gonna start building up for the next WrestleMania, starting on Sunday with them having a face-off of some sort, some kind.
It's not a bad idea.
You know, I mean, it is gonna be at Giant Stadium in Jersey. You know,
In April,
yeah.
when it's 30 degrees
yeah,
outside.
well, yeah.
I don't know. John and The Undertaker. John and The Undertaker. Well, like my priest used to say, this is hard.
Again, these are the freaking thoughts the thoughts and opinions of Teddy and Teddy alone. They do not represent the thoughts or opinions of Yep, I Like Wrestling.
Sorry, Father
Or
Thomas.
Kevin Wood.
Oh, now you're distancing yourself.
you know.
Well, here's my thing.
That's why he moved down the bench.
Personally, I would love it if John Cena calls out The Undertaker one more time and The Undertaker does not show up, but a returning Samoa Joe, Big Cass, anyone we've not seen in ages comes out. That would be great because I'm done with The Undertaker at WrestleMania. But however, I'm kind of liking your build-up for next year. It takes me back to ECW and Taz. Was it Sabu that they kept each other away for a year before that? So I'm not, for the first time in ever, I'm agreeing with you, Sonny. Maybe for WrestleMania 35.
Okay.
Maybe.
And that is our predictions.
I'm going to make one prediction. What if Undertaker comes out at the end of Lesnar versus Reigns, and that's how they get to the match? And he says, John Cena, I'm here. And we get rid of the Lesnar-Reigns match that nobody really wants, and we get the Cena-Undertaker match that, like, probably more people want.
Who the hell who are these people that want to see this? It's crazy.
They're all drunk.
Yeah, like, what? No one wants to see this. It's like walking in on your mom and dad having sex. No one wants to see that.
Lord.
No one wants to see this match. No.
Unless you're from Newark at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
Shout out to Newark.
Oh,
what I do to
Lord.
keep warm is my business, Sonny. Sonny, take us home, please.
And that's a wrap for episode 14. It's 14 episodes.
Barely legal.
Not legal.
So that's what happened.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right. Again, those are the thoughts and opinions of Teddy.
Oh, Lord.
Was
And
that
they,
five
do,
disclaimers?
and they do not reflect the thoughts or opinions of Yep, I Like
That's
Wrestling.
a record. Tara, are you listening? That's a record for disclaimers, darling.
And dude, in such succession
I know,
as well.
it was like the last 5 minutes.
Jesus Christ. So anyway, thank you for joining us for episode 14. Please follow us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/YEPILW or on youtube.com/YEPILW. And on behalf of myself, I am Sonny Sofrito.
I'm Kevin Wood.
And I am the greatest general manager in Yep, I Like Wrestling history.
Self-proclaimed.
Sonny, I'll see you at WrestleMania.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
In the immortal words of Daniel Bryan.
Yes. Yes.
Take care. Thanks a lot, everybody. Peace.